Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. You are welcome to my YouTube channel Pharmacist with Hemant. Today I am here with the new video which includes the abbreviation used in pharmacy. My previous video was on scope of pharmacy. If you have not watched that, please check the link in the description given below. Whenever you visit any pharmacy with the prescription given by your doctor, pharmacists see that prescription carefully and dispense drug to you. But the directions written by the doctors are in abbreviated form. So having knowledge of abbreviations to the community pharmacist as well as hospital pharmacist is very important. You can see the prescription in your screen. There is one model prescription which includes few abbreviations, that is RX, DOB, TAB, PO, BD. Until and unless you don't know the meaning of these abbreviations, you can't dispense any drug in the right way. So if you are the internship student or you are going to work in a pharmacy for first time, or even if you are a nursing student, this video will be useful for you. So watch this video till the end and let's begin. For your easy, I have classified abbreviation according to their field width, which includes abbreviations used to represent drugs, abbreviations used to represent time, abbreviations used to represent body parts, dosage form, measurement units, and the miscellaneous. So let's start our video from the abbreviations used in the drugs. The first one is D5W. D5W means dextrose 5% solution. It is made by 5 gram of dextrose making solubilized in 100 ml of pyrogen-free clean water. Another is D5NS, which means dextrose 5% in normal saline, which is prepared by taking 5 gram of dextrose in 0.9% 100 ml NS solution. Another is NS. NS means normal saline, which means 0.9 gram of sodium chloride in 100 ml of water. And another is half strength normal saline, that is 1/2 NS, 1/2 normal saline, in which 0.45 gram of sodium chloride is solubilized in 100 ml of pure water. And another is TPN, which represent total parenteral nutrition. Whenever any patient is unable to take their food by their mouth, or if there is any problem related with the absorption of food nutrition, then the nutrition which is given through our intravenous route, which is known as the total parenteral nutrition, TPN. And another is 5-ASA, which means 5-aminosalicylic acid, which is the chemical name of aspirin. This is the chemical name of aspirin. The structure of aspirin is on the right side. And another is RL or R/L, which is Ringer's lactate. And another is AZT, that is zidovudine, which represent the antiviral drug. And another is very common, which we always used to listen in our daily life, that is ORS, which means oral rehydration solution, which is prescribed during diarrhea or dehydration condition, vomiting, hypovolemic shock, and hypotension. And BCP, which represents birth control pills, or OCP, which represents oral contraceptive pills. Both are almost same. Now we are going to learn some abbreviations which are used to represent the time. AC in Latin, it means antecedum. In our Latin language, it is antecedum, which means in English before meal. Any medicine which you have to take before meal, such as pantoprazole, ranitidine, these are the drugs which you have to take before the meal. And another is ALTH, which means alternus horis in our Latin language, and in our English language it is every other hours. Sometimes examiner may ask some abbreviation in the Latin words. That's why I have mentioned it in Latin word as well as in our English language. Every other hours. If you have taken your medicine at 7 a.m., then you have to take your medicine at 9 a.m. because in the alternate hours you have to take. Another is PC, which means post-sebum in Latin language, and in English it is the after meal. Another is H or HR, which represent hora in our Latin language and hour in our English language. And another is UD or UT dict, that is in our Latin language it is ut dictum in English, which means as directed, as directed. And another is HS, which means hora somni in the Latin language, and in English at the bedtime. Alfujoshin, which is the alpha blocker, which will make you dizziness and uncomfortable. So you have to take that medicine before you go to sleep. And another is anoshiti, noct. Noct means at night, nocturnal. You might have heard the word nocturnal. Nocturnal means at night. Some drugs such as hypolipidemic drug which you have to take at the night time. OD, that is once per day. Once per day means you have to take that medicine in 24-hour interval. 24-hour interval. If you have taken that medicine at 8 p.m. today, then tomorrow at 8 p.m. you have to take that medicine. Another is BID. In Latin, it means bis in die. Bis in die in Latin language. And in English, it is twice a day. Twice a day means you have to divide one day in two parts. That is 24 hour is divided into two. That is 12-hour interval. Twice a day in 12-hour interval. Another is TID. TID means Latin language it is ter in die, which means in English 3 times a day. 3 times a day means you have to divide 24 hours in 3 parts. That is 8 hours. 8 hours interval must be there in your medicine. Some drugs such as your metronidazole you have to take TID, that is 3 times a day. Means you have to maintain the gap of 8 hours in the each dose. Another is TDS, that is ter die sumendum in Latin language, and in English it means the same as TID, that is 3 times a day. Another is TIW, it means 3 times a week. You have to take that medicine 3 times a week. Another is QID, in Latin it is known as the quarter in die, that is 4 times a day in the English language. You have to divide 24 hours in 4 parts, which means you have to maintain 6 hours of interval in each dose of your drug. Another is QD, which means quack die in Latin language and every day in the English language. Q4F, which represents every 4 hours. The drugs you have to take every 4 hours. Another is QOD or QAD, means every other day, means you have to take one day alternate days. Another is PM. PM means post meridiem in Latin language, which means evening or afternoon in the English language. Another is QS. QS means quakhora, means every hour, and Q means every. You might have seen Q means every, and QHS means every night at bedtime. As I told you, HS means bedtime, so Q means every. So combining Q and HS, it will be every night at bedtime. And another is QQH, that is quarter quakhora, means every 4 hours. And another is stat. Stat means in Latin language statim, and in our English language it is immediately. Whenever you have to take the single dose, which is known as the stat dose, means immediate. Another is SS, which means semis in Latin language and 1/2 in the English language. Another is SOS or SIOP sit, means in Latin language it is SI opus psi opus sit, means if there is needed. If there is need, means if you are suffering from fever and doctor prescribed you paracetamol. Whenever fever is there, you can take it in 6-hour interval or 8-hour interval you can take. If there is no fever for 12 hours or for whole one day, no need to take that medicine. Now we will see the abbreviations used to represent our body parts. That is AL. Aureus means ear. In Latin language, aureus means ear, and leva means left, which means in English language it is left ear. You might have seen levorotatory and dextrorotatory in organic chemistry. So same way you can take it. Aureus leva means left ear. AL represents left ear. And another is AD, means auris. As I told you, A means auris. Auris in Latin language means ear. And another, there is dextra. Dextra means right, where AD means right ear. And another is AU, auris utre, means both ear. Auris means ear and utre means both. AU represents both ear. Now we will see eyes. That is OD. OD means oculus dexter in Latin language. Oculus means eye in the Latin language, and dexter means right always. And in English it becomes right eye. OD represents right eye. And another OS, oculus sinister in Latin language, which represent left eye. And OU, that is oculus uterque, means both eyes. And now we'll see some abbreviations which are used to represent the route of drug administration. Here in this picture you can see how to use the specific injection, and H represents hypodermic injection. ID represents intradermal injection. IV is their intravenous. The injections are drugs which are given through our venous. Another is IVP, that is intravenous push. If it is in small amount, it is known as the intravenous push. Another is IM, which is known as the intramuscular, means in our muscles such as deltoid muscles and gluteal muscles. SL, which represents sublingually, which means under the tongue. You can see in that picture how the tablet is kept in under our tongue. And another is IP, which is mainly used for the animals in our research work, that is intraperitoneal region will give the injection. And another is VAG, which represents vaginally. If any tablets given through vagina, which is represented by VAG. And another is PR. PR means per rectal in Latin, and in English it represents by rectum. Suppositories are given by rectum, so while prescribing suppositories they will write PR in the abbreviated form. And another is PO. PO means per os or per oral, which represents by mouth or orally. If you have to take that medicine by oral route, they will write PO, means per oral, orally, by mouth. And another is SC or SUFC or SUFQ or subcut, which represents subcutaneous injection. And another is TOP, which represents topically. If you are applying some creams or ointments on the surface for the local as well as systemic effect, then doctor will prescribe as topically, that is TOP in the abbreviated form, which means topically. And now we are going to learn some abbreviations which are used for the dosage form. Now you can see CR or CRM for cream, ELIX for elixir, EMULS for emulsion in Latin, which is known as emulsum, and in English it is emulsion. Emulsion is the mixture of oil and water by the use of appropriate emulsifying agent. And another is AMP, which means ampule, which is hermetically sealed. And another is CAP or CAPS, caps, which represent in Latin language as capsula, and in English language it is capsule. And another is GTT, which means gutta in Latin language and drops in our English language. And another is SUPP. If SUPP is written, it means suppository in English, and in Latin word it is known as the suppositorium. SUPP represents suppository. And another is LIN, means Latin language it is linimentum, and in English it is liniment. It is a topical dosage form we have to apply on the skin. And another is LIQ, which means liquor in Latin word and solution in our English word. Another is INJ, which represents injection, which is used for the delivering several types of drugs such as intramuscular, intravenous, intrathecal, intradermal, subcutaneous. For everything you have to need the injection. Another is LOT, which represents lotion. And another is SUSP, which means suspension. Suspension is the dosage form in which powder particles are suspended in the water with the circulating agent. Another is nebule, NEBUL, which means nebula, Latin word, and in English it is the spray, which you can see in the picture. Nebulization, you might have heard that nebulizer, nebulization, which means it will make the spray and it will deliver in our pulmonary system, that is lungs. Another is SOL, which represents solution, and another is PULV, pulv, which represent pulvish in Latin language and powder in our English language. PULV means powder, some Ayurvedic drug dispensed as a powder form. And another is SYR. SYR means syrupus in Latin language and syrup in our English language. Another is TR or TINC, tink or TINC. Tink means tincture. Tincture in our English language. This is another dosage form. And another is UNG. This is a very important abbreviation which may be asked in our many exams such as license exam, Lok Seva exams, and many more exams, which means UNG means unguentum in Latin language and ointment in the English language. Sometimes they might ask the Latin name, so it is better to remember the Latin name too. And another is TAV, which means TEVLLA, tevela in Latin language and tablet in the English language. And another is torch, torciscus in our Latin language and lozenges in the English language. Now there are some abbreviations which are used to represent our measurement units. First one is MEQ. MEQ means milli equivalent, and you can see that symbol, that is mu. Mu equivalent means milli equivalent. Another one is MCG. MCG or mu-z, which represents microgram. And another is ml, means milliliter. And IU is the unit, that is international unit, which is used to represent the hormones, mainly hormones such as insulin, vitamin E, which are represented in the IU, that is international unit. Another is OZ, that is ounce. OZ means ounce. And another is mg, that is milligram. Maximum of the drug are dispensed in the milligram. And another is TBSP, TBSP, which represents tablespoon. Another is microliter, that is micro L, which means microliter. Another is VOL. VOL means volume. Another is mm of Hg. Mm of Hg means millimeter of mercury. This unit is used for the measurement of our blood pressure. This unit is used for the measurement of our blood pressure. Another is QS, which means quantum sufficient in Latin language and a sufficient quantity in the English language. And another, now we are moving to the miscellaneous, other abbreviations, which now you can see some abbreviations which are mainly included in the prescriptions, that is already written in the prescription. That is RX. RX means receipt, RECIPE, receipt in Latin language and to take in the English language, which we have seen in the first beginning screen. You might have seen these abbreviations. RX means receipt or to take. Another is DX, which means diagnosis, and another is HX. HX means history of the patient. Another SIG. SIG means signature, but it is not like getting the signature. It's different. It means to be labeled. Any advice for the patient should be mentioned on the drug label. So it is SIG means any direction for the patient to be labeled. Another is DOB, which represents date of birth, Another is AQ. AQ means aqua in Latin language, which represents water in the English language. Another is BSA, which represents body surface area. Another is DIL. DIL means dilute with the suitable solvent. Dilute, which means dilute. And another is DISP. DISP means dispense, to give to the patient or dispense. Another is compound. Compound means to make to form. Another is DIV means divide. If you have to divide the tablet, or you might have to divide the powder form. And another is CC or CF, which means with food. And another is AGIT. AGIT means agita in Latin language, which means stir or shake. If they will prescribe any suspension, then they might use this word, that is AGIT. Agit means it is also known as the agitation. Agitation means shaking. You have to shake. And another is admove. ADMOV. Admove, which means admove in the Latin language and apply in the English language. Apply. It is used for any topical drug. If they will prescribe any topically using drug, then they will use this word admove, which means apply. Another is NMT, which means not more than, not more than. Another is NTE, means not to exceed. These both terms looks similar, NMT and NTE. Another is per. Per means through, per oral, per vaginally, per rectally. These are the per. Per means by or through. Another is BMI. BMI means body mass index. Body mass index means you can check your healthiness, either you are healthy or not, by taking the BMI, which means body mass index. Another is AMT. AMT means amount. Another is YO. YO means years old. And another is PG kit. PG kit represents pregnancy kit. This is the kit which is used for ensuring either the woman is pregnant or not. Another is X. X means times. Times means multiplication. Times means multiplication. 2 times more stronger than the prescribed drug means you have to multiply it with twice or times. 2 times means it is the multiplication. And WO is there, which means without. There is another word BOL, which means bolus in Latin language, and in English language it represents as a large single dose, usually intravenous. Intravenously given some dose in the large single dose is known as the bolus. Thanks for watching this video. If you think this video was useful for you, please like and share. And for more videos related with the pharmacy, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon given below so you can get notification of my new videos. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep watching, be updated. Thank you.